All right, welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday night, a late night for you guys in the Pittsburgh area on the Power Crew side of things. Many of us are on the West Coast, so early evening here. But thank you so much for hopping on, you guys. Great numbers, great turnout for this call tonight. So good to see you. Hi, Janet. Hi, Kim. Hi, Cloud. Tiffany, Jennifer. Hi, you guys. So tonight we have a pair of very special guest speakers, and I'm actually really good friends with Laura. I don't know Magda as well, but Laura, I've stayed in her house, I've eaten her food and drank her wine. I've told her my dark, dirty, dark skeletons in my closet. She's someone that I know really, really well. Yeah, we're quite good friends and love her husband. We vacation together. We're mutually kind of in Michelle's like best friend circle. Michelle has a few best friend circles. And it's funny because, we're all like birds of a feather. We all are. All of us are. We all genuinely are birds of a feather, and birds of a feather flock together. And it's funny, like when I hang out with Michelle, I've become friends with her friends. And the only common denominator we have is that we're friends with Michelle, but come to find out, we all just dearly love one another. So that's a little aside. What I want to tell you about Laura is that, can you believe, Laura, wave your hand, because just in case they don't see you and know where you are. You guys, she, first of all, is drop dead gorgeous. And she is a new grandmother.
I am, one day.
A grandmother. Can you even believe it? She literally looks like she's 29 years old. But anyway, I'm really excited because she's going to talk about how, and she's already shared with me about how her and Magda have become a perfect match in terms of success partners. And I think it's a really important topic. Cam is my success partner, and we live across the country. We're in 100% different stages in life. Like, my kids can buy beer. She has a kindergartner. Like, we just couldn't, we have a time difference to just deal with. And I can't imagine this business without her. It wouldn't be joyful without her in my business life. So I'm going to turn it over. And Laura, I want you to introduce Magda, since you know her better than I do. And I'm just going to hand it over.
Thank you. Well, that was an awesome intro. Gosh, you kind of calmed the butterflies. So thank you. And yes, it's true. Everything she said, we just adore each other. And it's just so amazing how you come together for a totally different reason. And then you just connect and find that, yep, true, birds of a feather flock together. But I want you all to meet first of all, it's nice to meet all of you, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm holed up in my daughter's guest room because I am stalking this baby. Just FYI.
Is that my room? Is that my room?
This is my daughter's guest room.
Oh,
so it's my daughter's house because I'm hovering over the baby today, all day. So anyways, but I wanted you all to meet my friend Magda. And Magda is my success partner. There she is waving. And so much of what Ellen just said is so true, because we have the time difference change. We have the lifestyle, place in life change. We have the age difference. I mean, there's so many things, but like any good relationship, when you have the same values, it works. It's magic. And I just want to turn it over to Magda real quick so she can introduce herself. So we're going to go back and forth, and we're going to honor your time, and we'll unmute Magda. There you go.
I unmuted myself. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah? Yes. All right. Okay. Well, welcome, ladies. Thank you for jumping on. And I'm really so humbled when Michelle said, "Do you guys want to jump on?" And we're like, "Us? You want us to jump on the call?" Really? So we're super excited, and I'm really happy that we have that team of teams, and everybody's so helpful, and everybody's sharing. I always tell my kids, sharing is caring, girls. So I love that you guys share all these ideas and help us out. And I'm just going to tell you where I am in my journey. I was a discount coach probably since 2017. I met Michelle through Payo, and everybody knows Michelle through Payo, right? And I signed up under her, and at the same time, I got a job. And I said to Michelle, I can't do both. I have 3 kids. My husband travels, so I really didn't work the business. I was basically a discount coach. And last year in January, we had a very big crisis with my oldest daughter, and I had to stop the job that I took upon myself. And I sort of was like, what am I going to do now? And Michelle's like, come to Summit. So I went to Summit. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I met so many amazing people, and I met Ellen at Summit. And then I came back, and I'm like, listen, I have to be home with my kids, so let me just give it a shot. So I played around with it really through the summer until the kids went back to school. I have 3 girls, almost 16. My middle one is going to turn 12, and I have an 8-year-old, all girls. So I'm like, I'd rather be home. My husband's traveling. Let me try this. So in September, I really put my act together and started more networking. And then we joined you guys on the calls. And I think the first call, Holly said something, you guys need an accountability partner. And while I was on the call, I was texting Michelle, and I'm like, Michelle, I need an accountability partner. She's like, oh, text Laura. I'm like, Laura, do you want to be an accountability partner? She's like, yes. And since then, sort of, it was like a magic. We were set up. Laura always says we went on a blind date, and I'm in New Jersey. She's in California. We have totally different totally different parts. We're in totally different stages of our lives, and it just worked. We clicked right away, and it's like a match made in heaven, right, Laura?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was it. So Laura's going to tell you more how to start, and then I'm going to jump back on and give you a little bit of our logistics, how we work things. So yes. Laura, you're up.
Good. Well, a couple of summits ago, I think Danielle Natoni did a talk on success partners, and I remember sitting there thinking, I don't know. I want to be my own boss. I signed up to be my own boss. I can do this, and it was so important. Now going back to my notes, and when after like 2 years of trying to do this and just being a discount coach and going up and down and not really sticking to it because nobody was really watching. And you know what? I'm just that person that is so busy, because if you don't know, I have like 3 other jobs, and so I'm a flight attendant for United Airlines. I was teaching for a local city college, and I was a fitness instructor, and I have a tour business. So, I mean, that's 4 gigs. And so it was really easy to let this kind of slide, even though I wanted it so desperately. I wanted it so bad. So I saw this, and then I thought, okay, what do I need an accountability partner for? Well, accountability partner really, and if you're thinking this, or if you're thinking maybe you don't need it, really, it's just a way to ensure that someone's going to hold your feet to the fire. You have to answer to somebody. Knowing that Magda's up 3 hours before me every day, and she's done so much by the time I even hit the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that stuff, and get off the bed, she is like, here's my list. So that puts some pressure on you. You have someone that's giving you something to work for. You have the support. Do you know what it's like to have, and it is totally like dating. Like, you have to find someone who is aligned with you, who they may come from totally different places, totally different countries, and live on the other side of the country, but you're aligned in certain ways. We have so many other things in common, other than like the big differences that she's raising a little family. I'm a grandma. She gets to stay home. I was a work and travel, but she is busier than I think I have ever been, with 3 kids and all of that. But it's just nice to have the support of someone, because you're not doing this alone. It keeps you motivated, right? Because you know what, when you're in a relationship, the person comes to you with maybe their insecurities or their frustration, and it's like, you know how when you're so hard on yourself But now when someone comes at you, your accountability partner comes at you with their insecurities, the same thing that you said, this is like you talking to yourself. What would you tell yourself? What do you need to hear? Because you can always be that person, that cheerleader for someone else. So this is like me telling her, turns around and helps me too. And it just brings a whole new perspective to the business, because we're the same, but we are so different. Her strengths are some of my weaknesses. And because I have been a coach for like 3 years, I've kind of been through a lot of stuff. So I feel like I'm her tech help a lot. Like, she is my drill sergeant. She keeps me, because she wakes up 3 hours early, and she might just be a little bossier than I am. In the best way, but and I'm real laid back and easy going, and kind of that's just me. So here she is rubbing me, or driving me, and I get to be like her tech help and help her and point her in the right direction. So I think I save her a lot of time. She gives me a lot of motivation. It's just been a great push and pull kind of thing between us. And it's a shared responsibility. We set goals for each other, and we just it's just nice, because we are still our own boss. We're still doing our own thing. But like anybody who's successful, you're not successful on your own. You need a team. You listen to anyone who talks about success, and it's about teamwork. You're not just doing this all on your own. So it's just been amazing. So if you're just wondering if you really need it, those are just some of the high points, I think, of what you get out of having an accountability partner. So you should really, now this is someone that you have to be totally honest with. You have to be able to have uncomfortable conversations with, because you have to call each other out. You have to be able to say, hey, okay, we're not going there. Let's focus. Let's do this, or let's look at it a different way. Or maybe you're just not understanding. And it just helps to really be honest with each other, and to call each other out, not be afraid. We're trying to help each other, and you're not helping anybody if you're not being honest with them and giving them a way to do things better. So you can't be sensitive. You have to have a kind of a tough skin when you're doing it, because they will tell you. This morning after my workout, and I called her, we FaceTime, and she was like, whoa. And your real friends will tell you, man, you look like hell. That's what a real friend is for. And it's just been great. It's been a relationship that was a total surprise. It's like, we were set up, and it was a match made in heaven. But you kind of can look for a partner as well. So if you're actually like looking for someone, there's a few things that you can do.
Did she freeze on us? Laura, should I text her? Does she know she's frozen? You want to text her, Magda? Usually I'm the frozen one. Notice how when Laura freezes, she still looks beautiful. When I freeze, it's like, oh. She popped off, Magda. Do
You jinxed her. You said that we always lose you, and now we lost her.
I know. Hey, and I see Cam Jams hopped on too. That's exciting.
Maybe she kicked Laura off.
Yeah, exactly. She kicked Cam. I think you kicked her off. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you want me to move on and go ahead with my part?
Yep, let's do it.
Laura back, then she can continue. Perfect. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about our operating logistics. We've learned that there are sort of 3 levels of partnerships. We're sort of on the second level. So level 1 is after you found your accountability partner or success partner, you set up when you meet. how many times a week, when is a great time. So you sort of schedule your conferences or FaceTimes or whatever you want to call it. So what Laura and I do, we have once a week, we have hustle hour, which we use these fabulous things. And if you want me, we got this one that we really like. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's, and I can put it in the comments after we post the call.
Okay.
I think it's from Christine Dwyer's group when she did some sort of training. We have, it's sort of like our hustle hour. We go point by point. And, or you can use this one, the new one that Beachbody just came up with, which I think we're going to move on to this one because it just saves paper. You have the whole week on one paper instead of having each day a separate paper. Although I love my paper, so I have my whole binder. But that's what we do. So we hustle for 1 hour, whether we're FaceTiming, sometimes even last week I was at a hairdresser waiting for my kid to get her hair dyed, and she was working. She's like, do you want to hustle? I'm like, sure. So we text, one of us sets up the timer, and we say, go. And we go through our steps, and then she says, it's Laura usually has the timer because I chit chat and I, get distracted. So she says, done. Did you do it? Did you finish? I need to finish one last thing. We're done. And we're moving on. And Laura mentioned already also, we set goals. There she is. She's back. You're back. So let me finish. We set our goals. We usually set up for each week. We set 2 business goals and 1 personal goal. And then we check with each other. Have we met the goals? If not, what went wrong? What could have we done? What we could have done better? And, we move along and we continue to get better. When you find your accountability partner, I think it's best if you're on a similar rank level. This way you have sort of the same goals, and one of you might get a little further along than the other one wants to catch up, right, Laura? So we sort of play catch up. It's not really a competition, but we really want to sort of be well matched and move ahead at the same pace, which is working awesome. So that was sort of level 1, you decide what you want to do, and you always work the 4 vital behaviors, and we have the personal goals and business goals. Yep. Then level 2, we start running challenge groups, which works really well for both of us since we're East Coast, West Coast. So I sort of start in the morning and post in the morning, and then Laura does the afternoon or catches up with them later on in the day, and I can be done with the group. So it really works out well. And like Laura mentioned, Laura's a flight attendant. Sometimes she's like, I'm going dark for 2 days. So then I take over. Sometimes I have to be away for a week, and I'm like, Laura, I'm leaving. You got this? Yes, she's got this. And, it's so much easier to run even a challenge group when you have 2 people. And we have a system, and we go by our days, and it's really so much easier. Sometimes you get busy with life. You can't post. I'm like, oh, thank God, Laura posted. I'm good. I can move on and then jump on the next day. So this has been really, really helpful. And did Laura tell you I'm the bad cop? She's the good cop, right? In our groups, in our challenge group, I was like, oh, poor you. And I'm like, go do it. So it's really funny because, like she said, she's like, nice. And I'm Polish, so I have to go Polish on them half the time. But it's so much fun because they even know, where to go if they need help. If they need kick in the butt, they'll come to me. And if they need a shoulder to cry on, they'll go to Laura. Right, Laura? That's right. Yeah, so that's sort of like the second level where we're basically at. And then the third level, you move on to bigger goals. So you start planning bigger things, like you want to build a bigger team. You want to set a goal where you want to be in the end of the year, and you start creating the training. So Laura and I already are working on some presentations together, and we really figured out how to get people together with both of us being coaches. So it really works well for us. And then, yeah, we've started developing presentations. What else? I think that's it for what I have for level 3. Yeah, we run the calls in our challenge groups, so that's been working out well. And really, it's since I started really working in October, our first group started in November. So October we started inviting. Since we started working in October, I hit Success Club every month, and I signed up a coach every month. I earned my cash for Summit. So, I mean, it's really been working. Like they say, you have to spread your seeds or spread your, spread the word and then start collecting. But we really already are starting to show the fruits of our labor, and some months is better. Some months it's, a little slower, but we're doing something and it's working for us. Both of us are doing this part-time, and it's been fantastic. So, Laura, I'm going to turn it over to you so that you can finish.
Perfect. Yeah. So that's pretty much like the day-to-day how we run and do it. So again, it is like dating, like a relationship, and so you have to work to keep it on track and keep it a healthy relationship. And how to do that, there's a couple of things. We have to really focus. Like she said, I'm the timer, I'm the timekeeper. I'm like, hey, because we were starting, and then we love each other. So we started visiting and chatting, and I was like, okay, we're going to do our power hours, our hustle hours over text now, because we don't have time. You need to get this done. So it's not about chatting. You get on, you say hi, how you doing, your hair looks good, whatever, and then you get to work. So then we use our timers. So we have limits because everyone is busy, and we have to respect each other's time. Again, like Magda said, it's not a competition. We're helping each other. Yeah, every time I'm like, you made Success Club 10 and I got 5, and that's okay. It makes me work harder and it makes me proud of her. And this has been a huge lesson. It's you're happy. You're not. It's not. It's just changed everything. When you really are working together, you see it as like, oh, those are my niece coaches and nephew coaches and things like that, because we are a family, but your accountability partner does not even have to be on the same team. Just like Ellen is like, I think my 12th cousin removed or something. I don't even know how we're related. And Holly Hireman is like my great-great-grandmother coach. You don't have to be on the same exact team. You just need to be a good pair, a good match. And again, a way to keep it alive and keep it thriving is you have to remember it's not an hour to complain to each other. You're problem solving. You state the problem, you figure out how to fix it, and you move on. We can't dwell on it. We can't be mad when people don't call us back. We can't be, you have to just go forward. She texts, says, I got another no. And I'm like, yes, keep going. That's what we're doing, right? We go for the no. So you're just helping each other move forward. And the only competition is only for the girl in the mirror. So just remember that. It's just a great way to set goals, to make yourself be accountable. It's like she's kind of like my wish board personified. She's there. She knows all my goals. She knows what I'm working on, what I'm working towards, and she's holding my feet to the fire. So, and she's been so patient, because with like traveling and all of that, it does get hectic. It doesn't get easy, but she'll text me if I'm off the grid for too long. She's like, hey, where you been? And same thing. So we always check in with each other, and it has helped so much. So we're just building momentum. I wish I could say I'm a 2-star diamond right now, but I'm not. But I know that I'm closer to being a diamond than I was 3 months ago when I started this. So it's been exciting. It's been a great connection. So really you have to, I was going to say, I think, Ellen, are we just a half hour today?
Yeah, we're just half hour.
Yeah, half hour. All right. So I guess I mean, I hope that that helps if you're kind of wondering if an accountability partner is a good thing, or if it's useful, and like, you know, if you are a girl boss, but you don't have to do it alone. And the best people have a board of directors. You guys have, everyone has someone to bounce ideas off of. So I would say that it is a big game changer, and to definitely go out and look for prospects. Start dating. Start looking around for a good match, and don't be afraid if you find someone and you're trying this for like 3 weeks and it's not working. Don't be afraid to just say, hey, you know, I need to break up with you or whatever. It's just, you just have to move on, and you'll find the right person who's aligned with you and who helps to motivate you, and who you feel like you're moving closer towards your goals. So I would say, Magda, do you want to leave with some homework? A call to action?
Did you want to give them a call to action? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to do it, or was it? Well,
you can do it.
Okay. So here's something that you can do. Just like when you're looking for, when in any relationships, I feel like you have to bring to the table a lot of what you're looking for to be successful. So if you take a good inventory of what you can bring to the table, you know, are you super organized? Are you not afraid? Are you one of those people that just that is not afraid of your cold market? You can walk up to anybody. You're that person at Starbucks that can approach anyone, kind of thing. Just be honest and list your qualities so that you can tell your prospective partner, you know, the good things about you. Because it is like it is like dating. It is. You're finding someone who is going to walk with you through this journey and help you be better. And so I think if you make a list of your qualities, that's a good thing. And it's always a good thing to look at those things anyways. If sometimes you just need to toot your own horn, right? You just have to realize and look at what you can offer. Maybe you haven't done it in a while. So it's a good exercise anyways. And then Magda, you want to tell them about the other?
And yeah, your homework is, if you are looking for an accountability partner, reach out. Just reach out to somebody, whoever's on this call. Post it in a chat. Hey guys, I'm looking for an accountability partner who wants to give it a try. And just try it. If it doesn't work out, you didn't lose anything. But if it works out and it takes off, hey, amazing things can happen. And I think that's what we have for you. And thank you so much for having us. And Cam and Ellen and Holly and Michelle, thank you so much. We are really, really humbled that you guys wanted to have us on and listen to us, to what we have to say. And we have learned, Cam, you jumped on later, I said that we have learned so much from these calls. And one of the calls actually spurred this partnership. So we listened to what you guys say to us.
Oh, I love hearing that. This was amazing. I want my people to like playmatch.com for sure. So fun. Thank you.
So we delivered, we listened. Yep.
Cam, do you have any closing thoughts for this group? That was an amazing team call, you guys. I loved it.
No, my closing thoughts are that you have to, Ellen and I are success partners, but we also know each other really well in other areas of business too. So you have to go with the ebbs and flows of where your success partner is in life and in business. And sometimes it's not going to be like a full race to the finish line. So Ellen, you know, we could always break up and like swing and then get back together. And that's fine.
So true. There are seasons. I had a season of business where I had like there was a group of like 5 of us that we all sharpened each other for a very long time. That was pre-Cam days, but no, you guys back off. She's my bitch.
And if you girls, I just wanted to say, if any of you want to reach out to us through Facebook or whatever and jump on our hustle hour and see how this works, anybody's welcome. We said that before, I think, in one of the calls with Michelle, like, whoever wants to jump in, we set the timer, we do our thing, and then we move on with our day. Easy
Wow.
peasy. And
I
it
love
really goes
that.
faster. I really get distracted. Like I'm doing my posts, and then I'm like, ooh, I'm like Dory and Nemo. I'm like doing the post, and I'm like, ooh, Lululemon sale. Let me check this out. And Laura's like, did you do your post? Like, come on. So it really goes much faster when we do it together than when I do it on my own. Always. Because there's always laundry to do in this house.
I love that. I think that's like a great way to end. We all need a hustle hour, and it's always better with other people.
And
Thank
then
you for
Laura
that.
plays amazing music with Jam. It's fun. I mean, it's fun.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, it sounds like I'm the one with the recording tonight. All right, you guys. Awesome team call, Magda and Laura. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week and in all of our respective team pages.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, guys.